21 NBA draft. Cade Cunningham going head-to-head against the best point guard in the NBA, Steph Curry, and Steph doing things early on. Matched up with Isaiah Stewart, goes off the dribble and makes the jumper. Then Curry, working on his rangy game, pulls up for a deep three. He had 15 points in the first half. We're tied up at 46, but the Pistons have an answer. Cade Cunningham playing well recently. Comes off the screen, he hits the mid-range jumper, a near triple-double in this one. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Then Cunningham finds Isaiah Stewart for the three. Stewart 20 half, 63-55. Third quarter, the Pistons start off on a 16-5 run. There's Cade Cunningham hitting the mid-range shot, and Saddiq Bey gets a layup. Then it's Cunningham finding Bojan Bogdanovic for the three. Bogdanovic, 21 points in the game, and the owner of a new NBA contract. Good day for Bojan. Later in the third, Jordan Poole goes on a personal 12-0 run. Steph finds Poole on the break for the three on the ensuing inbounds. Poole gets the steal and just pulls on another three. Why not? It's 18 points in the quarter, 30 on the game, and Detroit's lead down to 10. Jaden Ivey pushes the ball, takes it to the basket for the one-handed jam. The lead back up to 11, 83-72. Steph Curry now comes off a screen, drives, stops, pops. 32 in the game for Steph. Detroit's lead down to 8. Plenty of time left in this one. Saddiq Bey, though, closing things out for the Pistons. Bey, corner, three. Then Jaden Ivey from his back finds Bey for three more. The Detroit native Jalen Rose pumping up as the New Orleans Pelicans take on Paul George and the LA Clippers. And in the first, it's Williamson battling in the post against Ivica Zubac, and he just strongly goes up and lays it in. But the Clippers up by one early on, and then it's Paul George driving in and giving them an 8-point lead with that jam. He had 14 on the game. John Wall now in transition scores on a beautiful, almost vintage-looking layup there. Clippers up by 9. Devontae Graham gets the steal from Norm Powell. Graham passes ahead, and you guessed it, there goes Zion with the big booming jam, cutting the lead down to 4. Marcus Morris, pull-up jumper. Cash, he had 12 points, 8 rebounds in the game. That made it 43-35. CJ McCollum starts to help the cause here with a three-pointer. And then Zion driving in for the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw at the break. We're tied outside for the deep three-pointer, and that's in his range. He knocks it down. And then alley-oop time for the Pelicans on the business end of this one. You bet. Zion going up and stuffing that one home. Then off the inbounds, it's Williamson driving in for the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Then Zion drives inside, gets his shot blocked, but recovers and lays it in. He had 21 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. CJ and the Dallas Mavericks mixing it up with the Orlando Magic, and it's the Magic getting it to the number 1 pick in the draft. Paolo Banchero has been a star early on in his career. Knocks down the three there. Orlando up 10-5. Bull grabs the rebound and goes coast to coast for the layup. Nice little acrobatic move there. And it's 21-11. Orlando in front, but Luka taking the game over. The fake, then the fadeaway in the paint. Beautiful move. Then it's Luka knocking down a triple here. Then Doncic freezes his defender and then cruises by and lays it in. Then it's Luka driving past defenders for the score and the foul. Piece. The fourth quarter, more of the same from Luka. Dropping in the fadeaway from the paint. Dallas is up by 7. Late in the fourth, Orlando keeping it close. Bull takes the handoff and then just drives in and works his way to the basket for the layup. Banchero spins and hits the short jumper. He had 18 points in the game. The Mavs close it out. Tim Hardaway Jr. over to Dorian Finney-Smith for the three. Then the next possession for Dallas, guess who? Luka Doncic driving in for the reverse. He had 44 points, 5 assists as his Minnesota Timberwolves get set to take on the San Antonio Spurs. There's a look at Karl Anthony Towns before the game. Here's a look at Karl Anthony Towns during the game. He gets the layup. He had a double-double in this one. 26 points, 11 rebounds. Also dished out 4 assists. Here he is on the receiving end of an assist. Anthony Edwards with the pass to Towns for the 3. But the Spurs up by 2, and Keita Bates-Diop going up and under on the little reverse there. And San Antonio up by 8. Keldon Johnson for 3. This pushes the lead out to 11. And then Johnson, nothing finesse about this, just strong for the jam. Johnson, 25 points, including 5, 7, 47. Third quarter, Johnson comes up with a steal and finishes with a dunk at the other end. This caps off a 9-0 run for the Spurs that started the second half. Later, Doug McDermott knocks down a 3. He had 23 points in the game. Anthony Edwards drives, draws the contact, gets the end one. He had 18 points all in the second half in this game. Now it's Edwards taking it down the lane, gets the tough shot to the fall, and yep, the Timberwolves within 5 after that. Great passing by the Spurs, though, leads to a wide open 3 for Johnson. He knocks that shot down, and San Antonio, it's a nice win. Wizards heading up to Boston to take on Jason Tatum and the Celtics. We get you started with neither of the aforementioned. It's Jaylen Brown getting a little spin move and then getting a little layup. Nice couple of hesitations all the way to the bucket for the lane. Then it's Al Horford to Brown, again knocking down the 3. Jaylen Brown outscored the Wizards in the first quarter 16-15. How about Malcolm Brogdon rising up and draining the 3-pointer here? Just gets the ball back, is wide open with the defender on the floor, drills that shot. Then it's Tatum with the crossover and the layup. Look at the score at this point, 46-23. Boston doubling up the Wizards. Marcus Smart the steal, then the pass to Tatum for the 3. Tatum 23 points, 5 of 10 from range in this one. Celtics in transition. It's Brown to Tatum, who throws the no-look to Brown for the layup. Watch it one more time. These two combining wonderfully. Brown 24 points on the game by 11. Malcolm Brogdon draining a 3-pointer in the second half, and Boston starting to push that lead out again. Brogdon now blowing by the defense for the layup. Get a season high 23 points. And the Cleveland Cavaliers move to acquire Donovan Mitchell. Is working out swimmingly. Here is Mitchell. Just raining threes in the first quarter. Hits the 3 off the pass, then little step back triple. This is cash as well. Just keep your eye on the scoreboard at the bottom. Cleveland goes up by 4 there. Transition 3 money. Mitchell 5 of the Cavs' 9 threes in the first quarter. Cleveland up by 10 at that point. Knicks in transition. Emmanuel Quigley throws the alley-oop to Obi Toppin, who flushes it home. Later in the second, Donovan Mitchell uses the head fake, converts the reverse layup plus the foul. 19 points. Evan Fournier gets the steal, gets it ahead to R.J. Barrett, who in transition jams this one home. And despite Mitchell's best efforts, how about the Knicks? They're in front by 4. Jalen Brunson going coast to coast and scoring. He had a dozen in the third quarter alone, finished the game with 16. Knicks up by 9. Donovan Mitchell in the fourth. Spins, splits the double team, just goes up and stuffs that home. 38 points, 8 of 13 from 3. Knicks still up by 6, though. How about a 4-point play from Mitchell? He nails that one. Ties the game at 99. Plenty of time to go. And the veteran, Kevin Love, he's got a 4-point play. Cleveland up by 3 now. The threes just keep coming from the Cavs. Mitchell, 3 more. And Dean Wade gets in the mix. He knocks down a 3-pointer here for Cleveland, and you see the Cavs start extending that lead. Kevin Love had 29 points in this game. He was 8 of 13 from 3. Cleveland outscored the Knicks 28-9 in the final 8 minutes. Knicks Suns, as they get set to take on the Houston Rockets, Devin Booker celebrating his 26th birthday, and he's celebrating in style. Cam Payne finds Devin Booker for the one-handed jam. That is Booker knocking down the jumper from mid-range. Then Booker pulling up for another jumper. He had 21 points in the first half. Jalen Green trying to get the Rockets back in this. Look at him just sprint the other way and burst to the bucket for the lay-in. Then it's Kevin Porter dribbling his way inside for 11, just bulldozing, folks. And Phoenix's lead is down to 3, but they're closing strong. Devin Booker tries to make the pass. The ball's deflected right to him, and he makes the jumper. He had 30 points on the game. Then Chris Paul finds Bridges for the strong one-handed jam in traffic. Watch it again as Bridges goes up and gets it, and the bench absolutely loves it. Phoenix hangs on the season, perhaps. Could draw inspiration from the retirement ceremony for a legend. George Mikan's number 99 jersey hung up in the rafters. There's a look at Anthony Davis before tip-off. LeBron misses the layup. There's Davis with the putback jam, but Denver's up 8-5. Nikola Jokic spins to the paint for the layup and one. He would make the free throw. A big double-double for Jokic. 23 points, 14 boards. Denver by 10, but there's LeBron. Down the lane off the dish from Russell Westbrook. Then Westbrook dribbles, drives to the cup for the layup, and a little shimmy here. Westbrook feeling good. Watch it one more time as he just shakes right past the defense of Jamal Murray to get that layup, and the Lakers up by 3. Jamal Murray goes off the dribble, makes the fadeaway jumper. He had 21 points in the game. Difficult 3, but he's an extra special player, so he knocks this down over LeBron James. 18 points on the game for Gordon. Denver up by 7, but here come the Lakers. Russell Westbrook takes his time, makes a 3. Then Anthony Davis gets the rebound, sends it up to Lonnie Walker for the pull-up three-pointer, and all of a sudden the Lakers looking pretty good. Westbrook now passing it to Austin Reeves, who drives baseline for the layup plus the foul, and the Lakers all of a sudden up by 8 after the made free throw, 93-85. The Lakers closing things out. LeBron James pulls up for the 3, 26 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Then Braun finding Davis for the layup. Davis 23 points, 15 rebounds. Russell Westbrook then driving inside, stylish finish from Westbrook. And look at the Lakers, feeling good, smiling. Own age family, that's right, it's Bradley Beal and company arriving for the game, going up against James Harden, dressed colorfully as well. And James brought his jumper to the game. How about the step back 3 and the foul? Then Harden working on his pull-up from the elbow. Beautifully done here in Philadelphia, up by 2. In the second, Kyle Kuzma passing it over to Kristaps Porzingis, who just explodes down the lane and throws that one home. Now, shot clock winding down. James Harden over to Tyrese Maxey, who drives down the lane for the little layup off glass. At the half, we're tied at 50. Up in the lane here, he had 32 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists on the game. Later, Beal driving down the lane for the off-balance layup plus the foul. He had 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and it's a 1-point advantage for the 76ers. James Harden now driving baseline, splits through defenders, gets the layup here. Nice move. Then it's James Harden driving and splitting the defense, finishing with the layup. He had 23 points, 17 assists, and 7 rebounds. Philly, where they are trying to stay in control, and they've got Tyrese Maxey driving and finishing with the reverse layup. Maxey 28 points in the game, and James Harden, nice bounce pass to DeAnthony Melton for the lay-in. He had 16. Philly in the first quarter. Watch Scotty Barnes with the behind-the-back dribble, step back, and draining the three-pointer. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists in the game. Toronto up by 3. Trae Young combining with John Collins on the lob, and John Collins can go up and get it. Toronto's lead at 4 at that point. Chris Boucher with the steal, then takes it all the way the other way for the jam. Nicely done here. He had 11 points on the game. Then it's DeJounte Murray with the crossover. Then he gets to the rim for the layup. He had 20 points and 9 assists in the game. Then it's Murray over to Trae Young in the corner for the 3, 47-44. Atlanta in front at that point. OG Anunoby with the steal, then takes it all the way himself for the layup. Trae Young drives to the basket and makes a nice little floater. Toronto's up by 2. Later, the Hawks turn it over, and it's Siakam up to Scotty Barnes for the layup and the foul. Barnes 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists again in this game. What a huge game for him. Barnes to Anunoby for the corner 3. He had 14 points, did Anunoby. Then the Raptors on the break. Gary Trent Jr. misses the layup, but Siakam. And early in the season without LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier taking on the Sacramento Kings in the second quarter. De'Aaron Fox hurts his right leg after taking the charge. He leaves the game. Watch it one more time. You're going to want to stick and stay with NBA.com for updates on his condition. He briefly returned later in the second quarter before heading back to the locker room and being ruled out for the rest of the game. Still second quarter action. Gordon Hayward finds P.J. Washington for the stuff. And Charlotte at that point up by 11. Dennis Smith finishes with the reverse heels. Charlotte up by 15 at the break. Davion Mitchell starts the second half, and Davion Mitchell gets a three off the Domantas Sabonis kick out. And Charlotte's lead down to 13. Kevin Huerter knocks down a step back three. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova bounce pass to Kevin Huerter for the reverse layup. Sacramento on a 17-0 run. P.J. Washington driving for the layup. Charlotte goes up by 4 in the fourth quarter. Now Sabonis hands it off to Huerter for the three. Huerter, 19 second half points, 26 in the game. Sacramento up by 3. Davion Mitchell pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and this ices the game. He had 20. Take on the Indiana Pacers, a team they lost to on Saturday. First quarter, Kevin Durant brings it up the court, hits the three-pointer. Then Durant dribbles and hits the jumper here. Kevin Durant passed Vince Carter on the career points list, now 19th all-time. Durant made his debut 15 years ago today. Now it's Kyrie Irving in transition with the finger roll. Then Nick Claxton kicks it out to Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving knocking down the three there. Nicely done. 48-24. Brooklyn in front, and remember Ben Simmons sitting this one out with a sore knee. Pacers cut the 24-point deficit, though, down to single digits. Chris Duarte gets the jam. Then Buddy Hield makes a three-pointer. They close the half on a 28-3 run and take the lead 61-54. Third Grim, just wonderful defense, just help defense from Kevin Durant. And then Durant gets to the rim and hits the acrobatic basket. Watch this one more time. So unbelievably talented is Kevin Durant. Then it's in transition. Royce O'Neal with the outlet to Durant. Durant finishes off with the jam. He had 36 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Brooklyn up by a dozen. Benedict Mathurin cuts to the lane and hits the tough layup, plus foul. He missed the free throw. Then Duarte takes up the court, knocks down the deep three, and Indiana getting back into it at the end of the third. Then Duarte, again, the little layup this time. He had 30 points in the game, 10 of 15 from the field. We're tied at 100. Now Kevin Durant's turn. Baseline, fading, hitting. Kyrie Irving hits the floater. This one ices the game. Irving, 28 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Brooklyn wins it 116-109. Get set to take on the Utah Jazz, and Ja just had it going early on. Split the double, dunks it with the left, then knocks down the three-point shot here. Then a little soft touch in the paint from Ja Morant. He's got the full game, 5 of 5 from the field in the first quarter, 11 points. He finished with 37, 5 rebounds, 4 assists in the second quarter. Malik Beasley knocks down a 3. He had 18 in the game. Utah by 2. Lauri Markkanen, catch and shoot 3. Cash. Utah up by 9. Jordan Clarkson, 4-point play, part of a 24-7 run by the Jazz. At the half, they let it stick up and gets denied by Markkanen. Just swats that thing right on out of bounds. Here it is one more time. Brooks tried to rise, but he couldn't get that high. Later in the third, Jazz continue. Mike Conley knocking down that corner 3. He had 15 points. Then Conley swinging it to Lauri Markkanen, who finds Clarkson. Clarkson corner 3. Money. He had 11 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Jazz by 18. And Lauri Markkanen just keeps on going. Nice little dish. And throws it down. Mike Conley with the providing pass there. Then it's Markkanen. Corner 3. Markkanen fading away as time expires in the third. He finished with 31 points, 11 rebounds, 4 blocks, and the Jazz just blow out. In the NBA, last year's number 1 pick, Cade Cunningham, going up against the global superstar that is Giannis Antetokounmpo. We start you off in the first. Drew Holiday knocking down a 3. And if we say global, here's the Euro step from Giannis, working his way to the basket for the lay-in. Milwaukee up by 14. Cade Cunningham playing better of late, knocks down the jumper there, then to the rim for the layup. How about these numbers? 27 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, but Milwaukee alley-oop effort. guess who? Milwaukee comes up with the steal, and here comes Giannis throwing it down. Then Giannis driving to the rim for the strong layup. He's just bulldozing folks, getting him out of his way as he lays that one up and in, and then going coast to coast. Now the Euro step for the Gym, just an unstoppable force. 31 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, Milwaukee by 13. But Jaden Ivey drives to the rim for the layup. Nicely done. 19.7 rebounds, the lead down to 3. Drew Holiday to Brook Lopez for the layup. Lopez playing nicely in this one. 24 points, 9 rebounds, Milwaukee by 5. Cade Cunningham finds Isaiah Stewart with the game-tying layup, less than a minute to go. Responding for Milwaukee, Drew Holiday hits the step-back 3, 25 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Remember, going right knee injury management, basically just trying to keep that right knee healthy. In the first quarter, Paul George gets the 3, and he's looking healthy. Then it's Nick Batum to George for the turnaround jumper. Paul George had a dozen in the opening quarter, and it's the Clippers up on the Rockets by 7. Kenyon Martin Jr. steals it, dunks it on the fast in for the slam. Look at him hesitate and then just elevate. Then it's George stealing it, and is he going to dunk it again? No, just taking his time and pulling up for the three-pointer here. Clippers up by 4. And Kevin Porter Jr. finds Kenyon Martin Jr., and the juniors hook up with the dunk plus the foul. Later, Paul George nails the 3 with less than a minute to go to tie the game. Now with the game tied, less than 10 seconds to go, you know who? Paul George up and over Eric Gordon. Just impossible to stop. Watch him do this one more time. Terrific shot from Paul George. He had 35 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 steals, and